Hi, my name is Allison, and this first semester at Cal State San Marcos, I feel like that I have already developed into a whole new person, and I've learned so much, and I feel like I've learned a lot of life lessons that I can take and apply to the rest of my life. And one of the most important lessons that I've learned is to get along with my roommates, and these are all my roommates. And I think it's important to get along with my roommates because it keeps the household open and it keeps the household peaceful. And when there's a conflict between the roommates, it's really important to talk about the conflict and keep the relationship open. And I feel that I'm really glad that I lucked out and got all good roommates because not only are they my roommates anymore, but they're my friends. And I love coming home, and they always are there for me, and they're always there to help me. And I think that's really important. And I think that it was a big factor in making my experience here good so far. Another lesson that I've learned is to keep your relationship strong, and this is me and my boyfriend. And I think it's really important to keep the relationships I've had back at home strong because it's making my time here a lot easier because I'm not as homesick, and it's keeping me closer to home. I try to make sure I call my mom and my dad every day, and I know that's really important to them, and it keeps me knowing what's going on at home and stuff. And talking to my boyfriend and seeing him a lot is really important to me too because it's making this transition from going home to here a lot easier. And I feel like if I didn't have people back home to talk to, like my family and my boyfriend and my friends, then it would make this transition a lot more difficult. Another thing that I learned is to keep your priorities straight, and this is me studying, and this is a party going on. And it's really important to keep your priorities straight because I know it's really difficult to know, like, when you need to stay home and do homework and when the time is to go out and have a good time. And I've been finding that it's really important to me to find the balance because, of course, I want to go out and have fun all the time, but getting my homework done is always my first priority. And the being here has been really testing my dedication to school, and I really feel that it's helped me develop into a much more mature person, knowing that if I have homework, I need to stay home, I need to not go out and have fun. But like when I do go out and have fun, I can know that I don't have to worry about my homework and I'm done with everything, and it just makes everything run a lot more smoothly. And when everything is balanced, everything just like falls into place, and it's a much more easier. I also learned to stay away from peer pressure, and being in college, there's going to be a lot of drinking and a lot of partying and a lot of things that maybe aren't the best choice for you. And I know that being here, it's really testing your morals and testing like who you want to be. And this is the time in your life where you're really developing who you are. And I think it's really important to stay true to yourself and not let peer pressure be a factor, and just make sure you develop exactly who you want to be and not who someone else wants you to be. I also think that a big lesson was learning how to budget your money, and this is me wanting to buy all these clothes and shoes and purses, and it's been extremely difficult for me to budget my money. My parents give me a fixed allowance every week, and I've been finding it really hard to have to spend my money on groceries and stuff I need for school, and the extra stuff, and going out and eating and stuff. It's been a lot different having to rely on my own money to feed myself all the time. And I know that it's really important to make sure you're budgeting all your money because you never know when something's going to come up and you're going to need money. And it's been a really good lesson to learn how to budget my money because I know for in the long run, I'm definitely going to know exactly like when I can spend money on frivolous things and when I have to save. And I think it was a really good lesson to learn. I also learned that at Cal State San Marcos, it's really important to get involved. And this is me and the Cougar dance team. And I'm really glad I got involved in Cal State San Marcos because not only am I living in the dorms and meeting new people every day, but I have a fixed group of people that don't live in the dorms and they're a lot older. And like I can always go to them and talk to them about advice they might have to give. Like, I talked to the captain for a long time about what classes I should choose, and it's really nice to get an outside opinion, and I just feel like that I'm a lot more connected, and I'm a lot more happier here now that I'm branching out and meeting a lot of new people. And also, I like dance team because I get to exercise every week, and I'm getting to be with people who are interested in the same thing I am, and we have a lot in common, and I probably wouldn't have met those girls if I didn't try to join the dance team. Another important thing that I've learned is to not sleep in and go to class, and this is me sleeping in my dorm, and this is GEL at 9 a.m., and I know it's important to always attend class now because in high school, to be honest, I wasn't learning that much all the time, and it was okay for me to skip, but now that I'm here, it's really important that I attend class every single day, and I make sure I get as much of the class out, like, as much out of the class as I possibly can, because there's so much more work, there's so much more homework, and like I'm actually learning here compared to high school where it wasn't that important. And it's really important to attend class every day because like you never know when something's going to come up, and you never know when like you're going to need to know that information. And I feel like here at San Marcos, I'm really actually learning stuff that I can definitely put towards my future. I also have learned not to give my number out to sketchy people, and this is a gardener at the UVA apartments, and you need to definitely keep your number to yourself and not give it to people who you don't know, because you never know how much they're going to text you and how much they're going to stalk you. And I think all my roommates can vouch that it's definitely a good idea that I keep my number to myself. And another lesson that I've learned here is to make good friends. These are the 4 best friends I've made it here. And when I'm looking for friends, I definitely look for like quality over quantity. I'm really glad that I found really good best friends here. And it makes like the transition here so much easier because I have someone to always go to, and they keep me motivated, and they keep me on task, and also there's someone I can go out and have fun with, and I'm always feeling comfortable with them. So I think overall at Cal State San Marcos, I've definitely learned that it's really important to oh my God, I'm so close. So overall, since my stay at Cal State San Marcos, I feel that I've grown into a completely different person. I feel like I'm much more mature, and I've learned so many different lessons that I can apply to the rest of my life. I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to live here because I've learned so many things that I would not have learned if I just went to school back at home, and I'm really glad that I got this opportunity, and I'm really glad that I'm actually learning and making new friends, and I'm actually having a really good stay here.